The third type of immigration category is directed at those individuals who already have an immigration visa, but not to Canada, to the United States, your H-1. So if you have that and you want to permanently come into another country, well, you can come into Canada. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't apply throughout all of Canada, and I'm not sure how well-versed you are in Canadian geography and political economy, but in Canada, we're made up of provinces and 3 territories. And actually, I should have talked to you about this at the beginning, but British Columbia and Alberta are 2 of the provinces, and Ontario is a 3rd province. The provincial nominee program that we discussed for the strategic occupations, well, that was for Alberta and in particular British Columbia. This H-1 program for individuals who already have another visa to the United States is if you then want to move to Ontario. Now, the beauty of Canada is that we have something called mobility rights. So if you, for example, decide that you want to use the Investors Program to go to Quebec, no one can force you to stay in Quebec. Once you arrive there and establish there for however long you'd like to, you can move anywhere within Canada. And that's applicable for the other programs as well. And what's the advantage of the H-1 program? Same thing. You get into Canada much quicker. Because if you have what it takes to get into Canada under these 3 programs, more than likely you'd be able to come in as an independent immigrant exclusively under the federal program. But unfortunately, even though we would accept you, we being Canada, it would take 5, 6, 7 years for it to be processed. So ourselves and Canada, Canadian Medical Immigration and Relocation Services, we strongly urge to have a look at the investor program, either into Canada or into Quebec, the provincial nominee program, in particular, the strategic occupation, and nurses and doctors. We need a lot of those. So we look very favorably upon that. And also the H-1 program. If you're able to obtain a visa to the United States, well, then you can come over. And even though, once again, you have to go to Quebec, Ontario at the outset, once you're there, and you can then find another job in another province, there isn't anything preventing you from going somewhere else into Canada. I hope this was helpful. You can obviously have a look on our website or speak to a representative of Canadian Medical Immigration and Relocation Services or someone in our firm, and we'd be more than happy to be helpful to you.